Hello, hello, good night. Thank you for joining us. We are Uriel and Carmina, and together we are Nova Pangaea.
Yes, thank you for joining us. This is the 7th show of our Together in Harmony Dallas 22 Festival. We're so excited about it.
And it's called Gratitude. Hope you enjoy it.
I'm gonna tell you now, we're not coming here to hate. And when you see their face, you always find their way to help. For the children with no home and God need of us, imagine so much joy. We all got something to give. Mrs. Morning time on his mind. Don't turn your back aside. Don't turn your back aside. You got something to give. Mrs. Morning time on his mind. That makes our constant alive. That makes our constant alive. Together in harmony.
Thank you very much for joining us tonight. And well, as you know, this show is called Gratitude, and this is why we would like to dedicate this first song called Como Tú in Spanish, and Like You in English, to all of those vets, doctors, and nurses who went all the way till the end with us to take care of Gigi, our Gigi Bear. And also, Gigi, this is for you and for all dogs that change for good our lives. Hope you like it.
Like you.
Un día lo pensé así, vendrías para cuidar de ti. Ahora sé, la suerte fue para mí. Tú siempre esperaste ahí, confiando en que te iba a encontrar. El tiempo llegó y así una historia empezó. Me enseñaste a no perderme y a casa regresar, a apreciar un día común y hasta un día sin luz. En tu mirada veo quién soy, tu mirada nunca miente, no hace falta hablar. Hay caminos por explorar, tu momento es presente, lo llevaré a la eternidad. Hay caminos por explorar y hay amores por encontrar como tú. Eres tú quien nunca va a juzgar lo absurdo de la humanidad. Tu huella es valor de amor y lealtad. Me enseñaste a no perderme y a casa regresar, a apreciar un día común y hasta un día sin luz. En tu mirada veo quién soy, tu mirada nunca miente, no hace falta hablar. Hay caminos por explorar, tu tiempo es presente, lo llevaré a la eternidad. Hay caminos por explorar y hay amores por encontrar. Si el camino cansa, el tiempo quiere parar, soy Dios a mi lado, vida, nada nos va a separar. En tu mirada veo quién soy, tu mirada nunca miente, no hace falta hablar. más como tú. Un día lo pensé así, tenía que aprender de ti.
Yeah. This song moves me.
Thank you, everyone, for joining us. María, muchas gracias. Hermosa canción en los ojos de Nota. Okay, this is a beautiful song, and yeah, you can look through the eyes of love. And thank you, saludos, Carmina Yuriel. Hi, Carmina Yuriel. Thank you, everyone who is joining us. Hope you like today's show. We have special guests.
That's right. But before going to our very two special guests tonight, we're going to show you a video for an organization called Dogs for Better Lives. I know we said Emily Sanders will be here today, but unfortunately she cannot make it. She couldn't make it today, but she will for the next shows and the rest of the festival. So we're really excited about it. They have great news that they're cooking. We cannot disclose them. They'll disclose those next week. But we're really excited. This organization fits the bill, and it's actually the organization that provided the hearing dog to Charlotte, our two guests today. So let's just pay attention to the video. Hopefully you guys like it, and we'll start.
People who can't hear often become really silent, or they become really loud. I tend to be one of the loud ones. Jude and I are perfectly matched. She fits my personality perfectly, better than Match.com ever could. She's my partner. She's like a limb. She makes me laugh. She makes me get out. She makes me be around people. She rescued me from my life, from my isolation.
It's a beautiful, beautiful organization, but meaningful
Purpose.
Yes. So, well,
Okay, ready.
we're ready for our two guests tonight, and I'm very, very happy, very honored to have them both. And they are part of our community family at Alcoin School, and they are Charlotte Grover and Gianna. Are you there? Hello, hello.
There you go.
Hi, welcome.
Can you unmute your mic?
Nope. Yeah, sorry.
There you go.
Hey, welcome. So hi, Gianna.
Laugh. She is my little buddy, although she's a little bit big.
I know, I can see that. How big is it?
She is 50 pounds.
50 pounds like Gigi, yeah.
Yeah.
It's a pretty good size.
50 pounds, and she's not allowed to gain weight. Part of the placement that when the actually Emily was my trainer. So when she brought Gianna, we went to the vet and got weighed, and I promised to keep her weight.
So how long do you have to wait for Gianna?
So I signed up. Well, I say signed up. I submitted all my applications in 2018. And I got in 2021.
28?
2018.
Oh, 2018.
Yeah, it's recently. Well,
Oh, so what, 2 years?
Three.
3 years. Oh, wow.
wow. So, well, let's start by tell us what you do and your day by day with Gianna. Like, how
So she goes to work. And she will notify me if I miss if the phone rings and I'll hear it, or if I'm outside of my office. And my phone rings or somebody chimes on my cell phone, she'll come and get me. And she taps me on my leg. And she'll then take me to the sound. At home, she does the same thing. But she does more. There's more sounds. At work, there are more hearing people. And then at home, it's just me and Pete.
Yeah. So it's a very good partner. So when did you decide, or how is it you decide to have a hearing dog?
My husband died in 2018.
Oh.
And I was then a single mom, and there were no hearing adults in my house. And I knew that my daughter would be going to college in a few years. And then, nobody could hear. So at that point, I completed all the paperwork. And it's like a pack of paper. All of these applications, and you have to have a letter from your doctor. You have to have multiple letters of recommendation. And then they come out and interview you. They look at your house, they look at your backyard. They talk about your day, and then they decide whether or not to approve you.
Oh, wow. Hey, Charlotte, can I ask you for a big favor? Do you have some headsets available next to you?
Somewhat.
Some headsets?
I have headsets,
Okay.
but I do hear reverb.
Yeah,
Oh, okay. Yes.
yeah, there's some settings that you need to probably fix, but also I think your earrings, they're kind of, clicking on your headsets. That's why you get that little clinky sound. Oh, no, that's the doggy collar. Okay.
Yeah, that's a good.
Yeah. Sorry, it's all right. Sorry to interrupt. The next question would be talking about your experience with Guyana. I mean, because you basically you take it to work, you take it home. How is that dynamic working for you?
Is there anything you do to adjust the sound?
Yeah, basically you go to your settings on audio and click echo cancellation.
Is that better?
Yeah.
Yeah, much better.
All right. Thank you.
Thank you.
Sorry. All right, better. Good.
Okay, I don't know.
That's great. Mhm.
Okay.
So can you repeat the question, maybe?
So the question is, can you explain a little bit the dynamics between work, taking Guyana to work and at home? What are the main difference that you see on her behavior?
So at work, she wears her little vest, and she has to be very, very good. So when she's wearing her vest, she's like like if you imagine putting on a suit and you know you have to be on your best behavior.
Well, I'm sure she behaves well. They love her at school, right?
And children loves her. I know that she's called Miss G, right?
Here,
Yeah.
at home, she's different. She's not wearing her vest, and she runs around. This is her best friend right here.
Oh,
yeah.
that's a good. Wow. Beautiful family.
So they get along?
They love each other.
Yes, you can see yeah. Well, that is a little bit independent.
I took Guyana to visit my daughter in Oregon. She goes in the plane sits right next to me. Well, on the floor.
Oh, wow.
What would you say to people like, I mean, in your situation?
I would
Are
say,
they like thinking about, oh, should I have a hearing dog or not? I mean, what's the big difference that you notice?
well, so it's not a pet. So she's not a pet. I have to maintain training, and I have to make sure she doesn't gain weight. But she is my companion. She goes where I go. She does what I do. And she loves me.
So, Charlotte, when you said she's not a pet, you know that. But what about the rest of the world out there? Because she's cute. I mean, everybody will go and, oh, what a
And
beautiful
pet her.
dog. So,
So when she's wearing her vest, I think people, they'll ask, oh, can I pet her?
Mm-hmm.
And then, yes, of course. Let me make her sit. So she doesn't, for the most part, get all over everybody. She, has to maintain her. When she's not wearing her vest, then she does act like that.
Wow. Yeah, well, we were going to encourage our audience to, if you have questions, please feel free to do it in the comments. But at this point, we have some comments. Tía Dudu, qué gran labor el educar a un lomito para esta causa. So it is a great job and meaningful job to educate dogs for this great cause.
yeah, we have friends that are watching us from Mexico, New York, and Dallas so far. That's what we see so far. So that's,
Yeah, Mexico.
thank you for joining us. Acela, thank you for joining us. She's, thank you. That's a great production and amazing talent. Yeah, she's the chairwoman of the Greater North Texas Hispanic Chamber of Commerce. And together we're working, as I was saying, off the air, to see if we can encourage people, we can motivate people to donate, to the cause. Because one number that Emily Sanders gave us is that each dog costs between $20,000 to $40,000. Did you know that, Charlotte?
I did.
And it's completely, I mean, you didn't pay anything.
The nonprofit.
How much do you pay out of those $20,000?
You pay zero.
$0. Yes.
That's great.
I did send in a donation, but Emily came down with Deanna. Emily stayed at a hotel. She came to my house every day for 5 days and helped us training.
Yeah, this is an amazing job that this organization does, and how lives can be changed
Yeah.
is also amazing. So thank you so much. ¿Quieren hacerle una pregunta a Charlotte? Okay, sí, just your question.
Oh, that's me
Yeah.
on
Okay.
social media.
All right. So
I know you have some experience with the organization Dogs for Better Lives. You were mentioning how kind of they work, but what was the final steps that you had to make with Dogs for Better Lives? Where was, because I know what Emily was saying too is that they actually sent someone to your house. What was who was sent, and what was the dynamics of that?
So there was a different person who came to my house initially. And she was very nice. She spent the day with me and my daughter. And I was actually in the process of moving. So she came and looked at my new house also.
yeah, because I'm sorry.
Go ahead.
I'm sorry. Yeah, because it's not only educating the dogs; it's also educating family to welcome and to get to know the dog.
Well, when they first came, they wanted to make sure that you're able to take care of the dog. They spend a lot of time and effort training, and they want to make sure that you can follow through.
And what about your daughter? What about Taylor? I mean, how she was able to work with you in Guyana?
So she wanted, she likes pets, and she wanted Guyana to be hers. So Guyana, is not a pet, and she likes me the most. Although she does really love Taylor.
It's easy to get attached, huh?
It really is.
Wow.
By the way, we're leaving a little bit of space in between question and answer, so ASL is easier. So that's why we're leaving a little space in between.
Yeah, cool.
I would like to learn ASL.
Oh yeah, you mentioned that. Yeah, we know a good place.
Yeah,
Okay.
we know a good place.
Yeah, and hopefully we can take with the program Together in Harmony Dallas. One of our goals is to introduce ASL into colleges and to schools as well. So hopefully Alcuin School, give us the okay to start a program with them, and see if rather you can learn ASL.
That would be great.
That would be awesome. What else do you know about the organization? I mean, because you said you give a donation. How easy is to donate, and why would you ask people to pitch in to support the cause?
They changed my life. They do this for lots and lots of people. And the dogs, they take them out of the shelter and train them.
And that's exactly what the good news are that we cannot disclose. But one of the things that we loved about them, among other things, is that they go to shelters and they rescue dogs. I mean, they adopt them. Well, it's not adoption, but they rescue them, and they train them, and they focus on specifics. Like hearing dogs. Now there's another training which is autism dogs and service dogs. So emotional dogs. So Emily is going to be able to explain the main differences because we also have a lot of friends. I mean, I personally have a little cousin. Well, it's not little. He's probably 35 now. When I left home, he was probably 8. But he has autism. He's within the spectrum. And they need a different set of needs as well. So Emily is going to be able to explain those main differences between hearing dogs and dogs for to support people within the spectrum.
They lean on you, and it's like a weight which helps people calm down.
Yes.
I know, and
Emily will be able to explain more.
yeah, we don't want to steal her thunder. I mean, she's the expert anyway. Because we see dogs as pets, as family, but they know when you put the vest on, it's basically they're on a mission. They're working.
I can demonstrate that for you.
Yes, that would be awesome.
Yeah. So she's gonna be working. Yana is gonna be working for us.
Well, in the meantime, thank you guys for watching us today. I know some of you already partying or they have graduations for sure. But again, you're welcome to watch the show after the broadcast. And we really thank your time.
Rosa Maria Mata, thank you for watching.
Okay, Carmina.
All right.
Yana. Good. Can you see?
All right.
Sit down. So she has orange for hearing.
Oh, wow.
Here?
Yeah.
She's just gonna wait until I tell her to do something.
Wow. Yeah, she's just paying attention to you.
Say, sit. Yeah. I'll show you a trick. Can you see her?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay, listen. So, these are some really good treats. Leave it. You see these on her feet?
Yeah, she doesn't eat them.
Because I told her to leave it.
Uh-huh. Wow.
She'll just wait. Okay.
See, Carmina, I can be trained too.
Yeah. You should train like that.
Hey, Charlotte, we have a question for one of our friends in Spanish. She is asking, ¿qué tipo de raza es más amigable para este aprendizaje? What kind of breed is more friendlier for this kind of training?
What kind of breed is
It's friendlier.
takes training? I think any food motivated animal.
Any breed?
Any breed that is motivated to work. Like they want to work for treats.
So, cualquier tipo de raza, siempre y cuando estén motivados para ser entrenados. That's beautiful. That's great. Okay, anything else?
I think that typically terriers are not optimal because they only want to work whenever they want to work.
Oh, I see.
Not when you might, they're not like consistent.
Okay.
And I have a question for you, Charlotte. I mean, please answer if you can, if you want to. What is your situation with hearing? Because I know you're hard of hearing, or how is that?
I'm hard of hearing. I have been wearing hearing aids for 20 years. 25 years, I guess. And it's not going to get better. It will just get worse. So when I don't have my hearing aids in, I can hear things that fall in the 70 decibel level, which is pretty loud.
Loud, uh-huh.
Okay.
Yeah, 70 decibels is like going to a concert. Yeah. Okay, how do you prepare for that?
How do you prepare?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, you gotta wear hearing aids. You know, and it's unfortunate because hearing aids are very expensive.
That's right. They're like $5,000, $10,000 a piece, right?
Not a piece. But yeah, you have to replace them every 3 years or so.
Oh, really? Yeah, technology changes, right?
Yeah, well, they get worn out.
Right. They work. Some of them work with through Bluetooth, right?
Yes.
Yeah, I was just doing a little research about it. It's just amazing how technology helps. Unfortunately, it's expensive for people to have, some of those. Do you know any organization that helps them? Well, of course, we know the foundation, Dallas Hearing Foundation, that they have access to, is one of our partners. They have access to this technology, and maybe Jennifer might probably be able to join us in a couple of shows, because that's what they do. They help provide implants. They help provide other technologies available through tablets and headsets, Bluetooth devices as well, and as well as information. What we really like to have out of these series of concerts, series of shows, is having the non-hearing with the hearing world working together.
Yeah. It's I know it's hard for my daughter because if I'm not wearing my hearing aids, I really can't hear her.
Yeah.
We will be talking with her in a different show.
Yeah, they're gonna join us in a different show as well with Zach.
Yeah, I'm sure she'll give you an earful.
Yeah. So tell us a little bit about your daughter and Zach, because there's really interesting situations there of why they want to join us next on the next shows.
So they, I think it's for a sorority thing. That and it's right at the end of school. They're not finished yet.
Right. That's why they couldn't make it. But Zach is deaf, right, or hard of hearing?
He is. But he wears the cochlear implants, so he can hear.
Okay.
Oh, okay.
But he signs also.
Oh, he signs too?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, that would be great. So next time Elizabeth can sign
him,
yeah, and we can get the translation.
My daughter was telling me that the main actress from Coda.
Coda, yeah.
Yes.
She went her touring the University of Oregon with her child, and Zach was showing them around and signing with them.
Oh, really? Nice. You know Mary Martlin, the producer, the actress. She was the first woman. She was the first deaf actress to win an Oscar. And now she produced a film about a deaf. I think it was the deaf homeless in New York, I believe.
Blind and deaf.
Blind and deaf, and we send you the information. There's a beautiful moving short film, and the director actually met the person that the movie was inspired of, and actually hired a deaf and blind actor to perform that role. I'll send it to you. You guys, this is really worth seeing. I mean, also Kodak. I mean, and actually, congratulations to Kodak. They make it to the Oscars. Yeah. There was a little incident that kind of wanted to steal the thunder, but no, Kodak ruled.
Yes.
Yeah, it's great. And as I was saying, one of the purpose of this festival is to educate both sides, right? I mean, enough information should be delivered to the hearing people, the hearing community, and the non-hearing community to see how can we weave a better community, a better society, and understand each other in a compassionate way to make lives easier. We know people that within the DHOH community that they're very frustrated because there's actually a testimony of a student that went to the doctor, she went to the pharmacy, and also the masks. That was a horrible situation because she was able to read lips, but when she asked the person on the other side, for the medication, for the medicines, she asked if she can actually write because she was deaf, and unfortunately the clerk, she just walked away. So she went back home crying without any medication.
So there is a pharmacist where I pick up medicine, and I cannot hear her. Her voice just does not. It's too far down in the graph, and I can guess sometimes. Like you're asking me for my date of birth, and then she'll just kind of nod because she's wearing a mask. I cannot understand.
And do you have a chance to ask her to write?
That's a good idea.
See, that's what we are trying to do.
I'm like, I'm sorry, I can't hear. And I know people sometimes are offended. People with a heavy accent,
Like us,
And
Mexicans?
Like Mexican accent?
The Mexican accent is kind of a normal one. Like if you have other accents that you don't hear as often,
Right.
it makes it hard.
Yeah.
When I took my dogs to the vet last week, and the veterinarian had a very, very thick European
Oh,
accent, and I'm like, I'm sorry, I'm hearing impaired. And I'm like, it's really, I can't understand what you're saying with the mask on.
Yeah. Yeah, it is.
So how would you solve that issue if you have a chance to tell right now? Okay, hearing world, non-hearing world. I'm calling deliberately by those terms, but how can you see progress in those kind of situations?
So with COVID right now, I mean, I'm sure that man was wearing a mask because either he was recovering from COVID, or he had a health, issue that made him at a high risk. And so there's not really anything. Just to be patient. If somebody has having a hard time hearing, it's hard for them too.
Wow, that's
Yeah.
a lot to ask, to be patient for,
Yeah, we can.
especially when you go in emergency or situations like that. We know some cases that some deaf and hard of hearing people, they've been actually shot by police officers because they don't stop because they don't hear. So it is becoming a really damaging situation for the morale of the community. So again, hopefully, when we finish the festival in July, we have enough data, enough people trying to join us from both sides. Trying to understand that it's not easy for people who hear, who have the ability to hear, because for us it is impossible to imagine not be able to hear. And it's like that. There's no way. It's like when you ask your girlfriend, hey, what happened in those days, right? And she started explaining what happened in those days. Every 28 days, and we just cannot relate to that kind of situation completely. I mean, we're trying to understand, but when it comes to a point that there's more information needed, and in this case, when these situations happened, should be probably a code that we all should know to understand both sides. And people within the deaf and hard of hearing community, maybe being prepared with a tablet or being prepared with a notebook, ready for, or maybe walk with some shields that they can actually protect themselves and protect the other person or something. So they can read lips as well, which is part of the reasons why Carmina bought this microphone. So some people that read lips might probably see her more,
Hopefully.
kind of understand.
Hopefully they understand my accent. I mean, yeah, how I pronounce. Hopefully, yeah.
All right, Charlotte. Do you have any questions for us while we're doing this crazy thing? You asked me once. But do you have any questions for us?
Not that I can think of.
It's okay.
You want me to answer that question that you asked me once in your office?
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay. So what was the question? Do you remember?
Why hearing impaired? Why did y'all adopt that? Sorry, I tried to fix my audio. But that was my question.
Yeah, you asked why we want to focus on the non-hearing community. There are many reasons. The main reason is because our band, as you can see, well, we're only two right now. It's an inclusive band. Every single song that we perform, whether it's original or a cover song, has a positive message. And that's where the inclusivity comes, because some songs they're in English, Spanish, Italian, French. We even have one in Japanese. So that's part of the equation. But there was in some of the songs they're cause oriented, mainly like for organ donation, people within the spectrum, children at war, child abuse, domestic violence. But there was the component, especially in Dallas, that I think was missing, focusing on one group, a minority group that needed more awareness. We want to do this with the hard of hearing, and also because we're musicians. There's a chance, I think it's between 50 to 60% a chance that we start losing our ability to hear as musicians, because we've been exposed to loud sounds and everything. So there's also that chance. And there's a third reason why our moms, I mean, especially Carmina's mom, I mean, she's not hearing well as before. So it kind of hits home as well. But overall, it's because we're human beings.
Exactly.
I mean, if we can just set an example, even with our mistakes, because we've learned through a lot of terminology, terms that they're very sensitive for this demographic, for this group, but we've learning, and that's what the whole idea is: how much we need to learn in order to be respectful, in order to gain their trust, in order to see people working together, because after all, we're all human beings. After all, we all in this together, and as a cliche as it sounds, it's the truth. I mean, we're all here, and is there a chance to get along? Is there a chance to be for one another? That's why we name this show Gratitude. It's just the action.
And thank you very much. Thank you for coming tonight. Thank you, both of you, Miss G. Also.
Yes.
Now she
Hey,
can.
Miss G. How you doing?
Still working, still with the best.
All right, Charlotte. Hopefully, we can have you for next shows. Would you like to
Yeah,
join us?
just let me know.
That's great.
Great,
If you want to stay, because we're gonna play one more song.
Okay, I'm gonna listen.
And, yeah, and if you want to, you can clap if you like it. So if you can you mute your mic while we perform and open up after we're done. So there you go. There you have it. Please give a round of applause to Charlotte and Dia.
Thank you.
Diana. And also to Elizabeth, who's signing as fast as she can.
Thank you, Elizabeth.
So the next song is an Italian song written by Laura Pausini. And it goes across the concept of gratitude, which is give back to humanity. It is also try to understand other people through compassion and love. And if they feel invisible, if they feel that they're less than zero, here we are to make them feel that they're worth it. Just the same other people make us feel good once in our lives. So this song is called Yo Sí, or Sin in English. Hopefully you guys like it.
When you feel like no one understands you, I will. When you think no love can ever heal you, mine will. And when you feel like you're invisible and no one sees you at all, I want you to know that you're seen. 'Cause I see you. sì. Quando tu non sai più dove andare, sto qui, scappi via o alzi le barriere, sto qui, quando essere invisibile è peggio che non vivere, nessuno ti vede, io sì. Non lo so, io che destino è tuo, ma se mi vuoi, sono qui. Nessuno ci crede, ma io sì. Chi si ama lo sa, serve incanto e realtà. A volte basta quello che c'è, la vita davanti a sé. Non lo so, io che destino è tuo, ma se mi vuoi, sono qui. Nessuno ti vede, ma io sì. 'Cause I see you, and I see too who you are. You can't hide from me. I want you to know that you're seen. Nessuno ci crede, ma io sì.
Thank you so much for tonight's show with you, all of you. Thank you, Charlotte. Thank you, Gianna. Thank you, Elizabeth. Alex, thank you. And so next show.
That's there. Did you like the song, Charlotte?
I loved it. I was happy that I know that was you.
Thank you, Charlotte.
All right. Who's
We-
there on Facebook? Facebook user.
And in YouTube, well, I have.
Malcolm.
All right. So for next show, yeah, we're going to have Emily Sanders and also your daughter Taylor, right?
Yeah.
And Zach as
and
well.
Zach as well. So we're gonna have, well, and also
Full
you,
house.
if you join the full house, that's really good. We're gonna be very happy to have you all. And
What is this next show?
The next show is going to be on Saturday, July.
no,
June, I'm saying Saturday, June 11th at 8 p.m.
and it is called Joy.
And it's going to be called Joy. The joy of giving, the joy of sharing the goods, the joy of helping other people.
Okay, yeah, just an invite.
Yeah, of course we will.
Yeah.
All right, so we're going to close the show with some of our sponsors that are making this happen. You can see them on the screen. Please go to their websites, go to their social media, give them a like, find out why they're really supporting this effort, and share the goods. So if you want to become a sponsor, just send us an email and we'll be contacting you. Thank you very much. Thank you, Elizabeth. Thank you, Gianna. Thank you, Charlotte. Thank you, Alex, for being behind the
you.
cameras and doing everything last minute. I know we changed things last minute, but you're amazing.
You're a pro. And please remember, stay safe and together in harmony.
That's it. Thank you, guys. Bye-bye.
Thank you for having me.
Thank you.
Thanks to you.
Bye-bye.
Bye.
Never